Hi guys, Steph here. Look what we've got for you today, people. A lovely no, not vintage, a lovely antique fountain pen. What we have for you here is a very nice Swan self-filler. Let's show you the barrel imprint. Look at that. So we've got a Swan self-filler, Mabie Todd Co Ltd, made in England, with the Swan logo to the left there, as you can see. Okay, very nice indeed. The size of this particular pen is 130 millimeters capped. Around the barrel, it's a 10 millimeters in diameter. As you can see, it's a lever fill pen. It's got this quite a long lever, as you can see there. If we take up to the cap, you can see it's got this rather wide cap band, which is gold plated in lovely condition. And then we've got the very recognizable ball clip from that period. And when we say period, this pen I'm dating to around about the 1920s. Okay, the model of this pen is the SF1. Now the SF1 from the 1920s, I believe they made them in different variants. There was different variants. I've seen them with slightly domed caps. I've seen them with bands, gold bands on the barrel. I've seen them without a clip, a clipless model. And I believe they may have actually made them in the sort of the red wood grain finish as well. This one is black hard rubber. So the SF1, yep, I believe they came in numerous sort of different variants. If we just go back what I was talking about before, the clip again, there's the ball clip. If you look to the top there, it's got the word Swan. Excuse me. It's got the word Swan to the very top there, to the clip. And then to the very top of the finial or the tassie, there you go, you've got the Swan logo. Okay, so a lovely little pen. Now, I'm not showing you the before because, to be quite honest with you, I can't remember from which pen haul it came from. It's just the other day I was looking for a pen and I came across this one along with all the lots of other pens that I've got, and I thought, oh right, well that one deserves to be serviced and for somebody to enjoy. So yeah, we worked on it, disassembled it, cleaned everything internally, put a brand new sack in the pen, and the pen is now ready to go to a new home. Okay, so actually I don't know, did I just mention it? The size, 130 capped, 10 in diameter. Okay, as you can see, my videos, they're not planned or anything, you know, just ad lib, and yeah, sometimes I forget, you know, if I've said something. So, but hey ho, that's the way we work. So there's the pen in numerous different angles. Okay, now although the pen originally would have been sort of jet black, it's still a nice, there's just a slight tinge of discolouring, but to be honest with you, I would still say that this pen is black. Okay, I've seen discolouring that is a lot worse than this. This one, in my opinion, is still in lovely condition, and the pen itself is still nice and black. Now, if we go to this section, the only sort of barrel imprint for the model number, you can see there on the section it says SF1, okay, which presumably stands for self-filler, and the 1 indicates that it has a number 1 nib. You can see the section slightly flares out towards the nib. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a drink of my cup of tea. There you go, got a little bit of a throaty throat. So there we go, there's the nib for you. We've got a lovely Swan No1, Mabie Todd Co Ltd, made in England nib. There's a sideways view for you, and if we take you underneath, you can see the very recognisable Swan ladder feed, and also, although you have to look at it quite closely, it does actually have the word Swan, and then it also has, which is a little bit on the worn side, SF1. So both on the feed and on the section, it has the model number SF1. Even though it's quite a thin pen, the feed is actually lovely and comfortable to hold. Okay, so it's very nice indeed, a lovely size, even with my large hands. Now what we'll do, let's see how the pen writes, because as I say, I'm not going to fill it. I've cleaned everything, put a brand new sack in it. What we're going to do, there you go, there's the lever. You've got this locking lever, as you find on these particular pens, the older versions. And then that just locks into place like that. But what we'll do, let's do a dip test. And let's see how the pen writes. So what we've got is a Swan, Mabie Todd Co Ltd, and this is the SF1, made in the 1920s, maybe the late 1920s. It's writing very nicely indeed. Does it have any flex? Let's have a look in a moment. As we've just mentioned, it's made in England. Let's give it another dip and we'll see, does it have any flex? So, on the downward stroke, so I would say it's writing with a fine line, okay, and with a little bit of pressure on the downward stroke. The answer is yes. It's not a fully flexed nib, but it does have a little bit of flex, allowing for a lovely line variation, as you can see here. Okay, but apart from that, it's writing very nicely indeed, with a fine line. Let's clean the nib for a little bit, and what we'll do, we'll just clean that nib after the video, and we'll try and find a new home. There'll be somebody out there, I'm sure, that will enjoy this pen for many years to come. So there we have it, the Swan self-filler SF1 from the 1920s in very nice condition. I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I enjoy showing them to you people. Don't forget, leave a comment below, just down there below again. Give the video a thumbs up if you will. Don't forget to subscribe as well. For now, I'm going to say Slava Ukraini from me and this gorgeous pen. Bye bye for now.